Welcome back to Rasta's Realities, where my reality is your reality. Thanks for joining in when you could be any place in the city. Roll with me as I go into the center and enter into our reality. Like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Voting is supposed to mean that you get something of value or representation. Voting also requires some resources for its electors to provide said representation. No representation without taxation is key in this matter, because what's the use of paying taxes or voting if we ebony people don't have the proper representation? Voting has become just show up and get nothing. You feel good because you voted. But how has voting improved ebony people's situation? There's more cons than pros. Is it really worth it? Why must some of us continue slumbering through injustices? It makes those who slumber seem uncaring for their people. Marching means nothing without a core value that is put into practice. All said, let's get to the meat of the matter. Illinois governor's office, his constituents, are apparently and blatantly behaving in a racist manner. What am I referring to? We are facing an epidemic, pandemic, or whatever it is this week. And at a time when America should be coming together to banish the bug. The fact that people are dying from a preventable disease says to me, the beer bug, was created on purpose, for a purpose, and or was accidentally created and released. Though various ethnicities are dying as well, the ebony people seem to be leading the pack in an area that's far more negative than positive. Where have we heard that before? As the saying goes, when others get a cold, ebony people get the flu. I'm talking about the people being left to expire in jails here in Cook County due to the beer bug, with little to no preventative measures. Speaking of preventative measures, there's an ebony company that has masks for sale here in America, and the governor's office chooses to not do business with them. Why is that, you think? Now you're thinking, why wouldn't the governor approve the purchase of protective gear? I'll tell you why. Because the company is ebony or black owned. Boom, 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 boom. Now you're saying, Rasta, you're reaching. Yeah? Well, explain why the same Illinois governor spent $1.7 million to have masks shipped from China, of all places. Now let's use our heads here. If the beer bug supposedly started there, why would you purchase face masks, emphasis on face masks, for Americans? Make sense to you? Is this a ploy to have America spend dollars that it doesn't need to? Possibly. But China and no other country has to do things that way, seeing as to America owes damn near everyone. It either means it's true that the beer bug started in China, and or there's something devious going on between America and China. I wouldn't be surprised either way. Otherwise, why put more lives in danger with face masks that could contain surface diseases? Now, there's a few people, some in the medical field, that state that diseases cannot sustain their potency on surfaces. Well, why would we need clear glass in grocery stores between the cashier and the customer? And furthermore, why are the surface cleaners out of stock in the stores if the bug doesn't have any power on surfaces?
Houseway.
In the description is the article that sparked this video, as well as other articles pertaining to this subject matter. Also, there's a link for We Buy Black website, a site that is reminiscent to Tulsa, Oklahoma's Greenwood district, which is where Black Wall Street flourished until others, the whites, came and destroyed it for no other reason than to hurt us. But in the embers of the flames, they have empowered us. This is why they hate us so much. Because even in defeat, we persevere. I'll talk about poop butts in depth, because they are the low-hanging fruit. Poop butts do not have one hue, but many. The Illinois governor displays this mentality in my opinion. Yes, there's rich or well-off poop butts as well. It's downright disgraceful, the treatment of the indigent. Truly disgraceful how even business owners who are ebony are still treated poorly. They're not asking for anything. They're not stealing anything. They have built up their business. They have created a product or a market that's usable for all Americans here, and they're still treated poorly.
Make that make sense.
I detest the governor's decision indignantly not to purchase face masks from an ebony company here in America. In my Charlemagne voice, you governor, pork belly, get the donkey of the decade. Fucking loser. Willful ignorance is detrimental to all ethnicities. So is racism. It's the very reason that this and past societies suck. I mean, if face masks are needed in bulk and a black company or ebony company has them, why pass on them? I'll let you answer that for yourself. Thank you for tuning in. Like the video, subscribe and share. Comment. Let's have a dialogue.